Alright, welcome to Cooking with Jason. So this is a bread maker here, KITCHENARM. It's like 120 bucks on Amazon. It makes a 1.5 pound or a 2 pound loaf. And you can see there's like a bunch of different kinds of breads that it makes. It comes with a recipe book for each one. I mean, not a book for each one, but all these recipes are in the book. So all you need for your basic white bread is, I usually use organic flour, but I'm running out, so I'm going to just use some regular all-purpose too. And then pure cane sugar is what I use, the unbleached. You're going to need salt, yeast, olive oil, and then you'll need just something to pour, and you're going to need one of these kitchen thingies. What are they called? Scales. You can see there's a little contraption down there that spins. It does all the kneading for you and everything. Here's the recipe book it comes with. So on page 1, that's what we're making right there. It's just regular old white basic bread. I'm going to go through and throw all the ingredients in here. You have to put the liquids first, and then the solids or the flour and stuff second. Actually, you can put the sugar and salt and the olive oil and water in first, and then you put the flour and the yeast second. Oh, for the yeast, you got to make sure you get the instant ones, because these work best for the bread makers. Okay, I put all the ingredients in. Just looks like that. All you do is open it up. Get the kind of turn it so it locks in place there. There we go. So it's already on 1, and 1 is your basic white. So it's set to 1.5 pounds by default. You just change the loaf size here to 2, and then your crust color, you can have like light, dark, or medium. We just like to do a medium, and then you just hit start, and 3 hours later you have bread. You can see what it's doing. It's already starting to mix for you. It'll mix for a while, let the dough rise, knead, let the dough rise. It goes through a whole process before it bakes. We'll check back in a little bit. By the way, this is the tree you guys sent me when my dad passed. Seems to like the kitchen. So you can see the dough is made now. I'm just letting it rise. And then once it rises, it'll knead it and rise again, I guess a couple times, and then it'll bake. Alright, it's got about 20 minutes left. It's baking now. You can see how big it is now after it rised. It's nice because it makes your whole house smell like baking bread. It smells great. While we're waiting for this to finish up, I'll just mention a few things. You can also make pasta dough. You can make jam, yogurt, ferment, and then if you just want it to knead, it can do that, or you could just make the bread dough if you wanted to. So there's a lot of different options for this thing. I'm going to try making pasta with it next. I'll definitely film that. I almost bought the $400 Japanese one. I forget the name of it, but I'll flash it here. I mean, it got great reviews and everything, but this one also got good reviews. It's like less than 120 bucks on Amazon right now. I've had it for a while now, and it makes really good bread consistently. I haven't had any issues. So if you don't want to fork out that much money, this might be a good option for you. Okay, she's all done. So it goes on keep warm when it's done, but you're supposed to take it out pretty soon after it's done. So let's get this out of here. You have to let it cool for a little while, but I'm impatient, so I'm just going to cut it up. So let me get this out, and we'll take a look at it. It's hot, so you're going to need some gloves or something. So you just twist it, comes right out, and you can just there we go. Let's take a closer look at it. You hear that? Nice crust. So the only thing when you make these loaves is the bottom is going to have a little hole in it. You see there? And that comes from that little doohickey right there. So maybe the last couple slices of bread is going to look weird, but who cares? But let's cut this up a little bit and look inside. Helps to have a good bread knife. Probably better to wait till it cools down a little bit. It's probably a little bit easier to cut, but there's a closer look there. And you can put whatever spread you want on it. I like to just taste it plain. It's great. I mean, I don't know if it's the best bread in the world, but it tastes like fresh bread. Way better than what you're going to buy in the store. So anyways, this thing's awesome. I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, like, share, all that kind of stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.